Hey guys, it's Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so I'm just going to say howdy and give you a little fist bump. Let's go ahead and get started. What is our subject for today? It's selling. Is it cheaper to keep a customer or get a new one? What? I said selling. Is it cheaper to keep a customer or get a new one? Dang, that's not real complicated. Hey, listen, I've been in sales since the 80s in one form or capacity. I'm going to tell you what. It's cheaper to keep a customer than it is to go out and cultivate a new one. It's just common sense. But see, here in this real world we live in, I've worked with some companies that went out of business. And I'm going to tell you what, they must have thought, I don't know what they thought, but a lot of times, if you don't take care of your customer base, well, they'll go find somebody else and somebody will creep in and take your business, honey, and that's what they do. I've done it. I've taken a lot of people's business because, see, people didn't take care of their customer. And I'm going to tell you what, is it cheaper to go out there and get a new customer? Okay, it ain't. It's real expensive. If you've got a customer and they've got some issues, because they're like tissues, they'll pop up all often, but not all the time. They just want somebody to fix it. They're paying good money. They're wanting their service. They're wanting their equipment to work. They're wanting their service or product. They just don't want to hear no baloney. And so what happens is a lot of times we drop the ball. Customer service, some of them do their job and some of them don't. I've been in customer service. I've seen some real great ones and I've seen some really, really not good ones. I'll just say it like that. I wear my little smiley button just to remind me to keep on smiling. And our subject for today is selling. Is it cheaper to keep a customer or get a new one? It is really hard to get new customers. I mean, you got to invest in people to go out and see these people, call these people. You've got to go out and market. You've got to send out a lot of information. You've got to pay. And baby, it can get real expensive to get a new customer because there's so many different avenues and so many different places where people can invest their money. So if you're out there selling products, you got to make sure that your customer service and on top of that, the people who are doing the service on your products are doing a good job. If they ain't, oh my gosh, you're going to fall apart. The business is going to go down and you'll get a poor reputation because there's too many ways people are complaining today and you don't want nobody to complain on you. It's real funny. You see people who do complain a lot on every service and every system out there, but you hardly ever see anybody saying, damn, they did a real good job, because complainers, for some reason, they like to complain. They got the way to do it today. So just remember that. Is it cheaper to keep a new customer, or should I say a customer, or cultivate a new one? In reality, I've been in sales for a long time. I've worked with some companies. They was in business for 100 years, 75 years, 50 years, and they went out of business. See, they may have spent themselves into oblivion, but the key is probably they didn't take care of their customer base. They didn't follow the trends. They didn't see what was going on. And the internet kind of took over a lot of different businesses because there's so many places where people have the opportunity to go out and spend their dollar, baby. They got some money, honey, and they want to be able to invest in something that they feel comfortable with that's going to be of good service. So if you're out there trying to sell new people, sometimes it's not you, it's the company's reputation that's bogging you down, because people are doing their research, baby. They looking you up. They seeing if there's anybody out there saying your service sucks. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling. And that's what I do. I'm telling on old Gary Lee. Like I said, I've been in sales a long time, worked with quite a few great companies, and I've worked with some companies that were, probably not the best. And one of the key things that I found out was, we can promise the world to our customers. We can tell them they're going to get everything in a bag of chips and everything's always going to work out. But see, in reality, it's not always true. Because see, not everybody is committed as you are as a salesperson. Not everybody's as committed as you are as an owner or a business owner. Because some people that work for you, they there for the dollar and they don't care about the customer. And if we want to keep customers, we got to take good care of them. Again, the question is it cheaper to go get a new customer or keep the one you got? It's a whole lot of sense, baby. Take care of the one you got. And then you can cultivate new customers. Because, see, you get these things called referrals. People will tell other people if you're doing a good job, and they'll say, hey, man, on different media sites, people ask, well, where do I get? Do you know anybody where I can get this particular product? Who can do this service for me and that you recommend? And if your company's not doing real good, you think they're going to recommend you? Okay, I'm just saying. Selling. You know, is it cheaper to keep a customer or to get a new one? It's not easy to cultivate new customers. You know, I go out and I get my leads. I've invested. I spend money on leads. I spend a lot of money. You can go real broke buying leads. But see, here's the thing. If you are getting good leads and you're spending your hard-earned time to get money to go out there and see people and you're promising them the world, you better hope that your company's going to back you up. And this is what I do. I always give my customers my personal cell phone number with a selfie with me. And I tell them to put it in their phone so that way if they have an issue with customer service or if they have a problem, feel comfortable in calling me. Because I'm going to tell you what, if we work on straight commission like a lot of us do, one of the things you're going to find out is sometimes you got to pay that commission back if they don't keep that product for a particular amount of time. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear that? They can cancel your butt like a bad check. And if you have that problem, I mean, it sucks because you got to pay that commission back. That's not always the case, but it happens. And see, if you're selling products and they're not getting the service that they deserve, customers will cancel you. They really will. They will go and find someone else because there's people like me and you who are out there trying to sell something. And we want to make sure that our customers get the best service. So like I said, I give them my personal information, my telephone number. I'm not afraid for them to call me. Now, it always makes me perk up when they do, or if they text me. And one of the things I do is automatically get right back with them. I'll automatically text them, and I try to make them feel comfortable. I want to listen to what they got to say because, see, if I do a good job for them, they may end up buying something from me down the road. And that's what we want. We want to keep business. We want to keep making more money. But it's easier to go ahead and take care of the customers that you have than it is to go out there and buy some new customers. Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't come cheap. People that want to pay me to get new customers, they're going to pay me, baby. They're going to pay me with that thing called commission. And if you're running your own business or you're running because everybody is a salesperson, you really are running your own business. So you want to make sure that your customers are fairly treated and taken care of. Man, I have worked in the past with companies that didn't take care of their customers. And man, I've ran into people out in the field when I was at the restaurant, at the grocery store, and they would say all kinds of bad things about the company I work for, and it broke my heart. So sometimes you got to cut the ties, especially if companies are not doing what they say they're going to do. You know, and sometimes you got some customers that you can never satisfy. It don't matter what you do. See, but they're very few and far in between. The majority of customers, they just want to be heard. They want the products that they pay for. They want people to listen to them, and they want their service right. They want it done the first time, and they don't want to hear no excuses. And if they contact me, I always say, it's my fault. Hey, listen, I got your back. I always tell them that because, see, I do got their back. I have a vested interest in all of my customers. Now, you may be one of them kind of salespeople that don't want nobody to call you. You may not want to hear that there's issues. But remember, your reputation is what matters. And if you're out there selling for years and years and years, and you got a bad reputation, next time they're going to tell somebody and you may not even know it, and you lost an opportunity as far as the sale is concerned. Because, see, I've been in business a long time. This is in the 80s. And I have sold a whole lot of stuff. And I've helped a whole lot of people get stuff. And the key to success in this regard is to make sure that you take good care of your customers. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you some things that a lot of people don't talk about. And what's our subject? Selling. Is it cheaper to keep a customer, or is it easier to get a new one? It ain't easy, baby. It's really expensive. And I'm going to tell you what, sometimes people will say, oh, those customers complain. Well, listen, if they spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with you, Don't you think you might want to listen? Don't you think you might want to help them fix whatever the problem is? Sometimes you give them a little something, a free week, a free month, or a free service for a short amount of time, and these people will be very appreciative. As long as you take care of the customer will always take care of you. You know, because money coming in is real good, but when it dries up, it's like, okay, how am I going to pay the bills? Somebody help me. So remember, selling is very important, and it's very important that you know that. And our topic again is selling. Is it cheaper to keep a customer or get a new one? It's definitely cheaper to keep the one you got. Okay. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a great conversation about selling and how important customers are. And is it cheaper to keep a customer or to go out and cultivate a new one or get a new one? You already know your answer. So do me a favor, give me a little thumbs up, share these videos, man. Go out there and sell something, but if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And our topic for today is it cheaper to keep a customer or to go out and get a new one? You know what the answer is. It's cheaper to keep them, okay? All right.